Hey guys, it's Anthony here, Super Do Service. I've got Mark's truck here. We're going to do a cold start diag. He has, TBC fault. So we got something going on with brake controller. Let's see if it's even. Alright, so I think it's 06 here. We'll find out here in a minute. But we got a hot no start and I guess a random hot no start. So this ought to be fun. Let me get some screens set up here. Okay, it is an 06, 142,000 miles. Okay, we've got all kinds of issues that are pointing towards electrical issues. Now, I've had a lot of these. Fuel pump secondary circuit low. I mean, the best fix that I have found, that I've seen this before, is actually internally on the fuel pump. Now, there might be some other ones, but see, we got battery voltage too low, ECU internal fault, which could be because of the low voltage. We got a whole bunch of instrument cluster codes. Compass. I mean, just everything is going back towards low voltage. So, yeah, we got the freeze frame. Let's see. Damn, he might be looking at instrument cluster, maybe. I don't know. We'll get there in a minute. Hang on. I'm gonna go through here and document all these. Battery voltage. That's normal. That's a lot of have those. 1359, 1483. I mean, just battery voltage. I wonder how well this is going to start. Compass. Okay, here's the backup sensor. Why the light turns on is your rear outer right. So the passenger side, the one all the way on the outside on the right, will replace that sensor. Then your backup sensors will work again. So I don't know if you can see all this. We can always pause it, but I'm going to clear these codes. Here we go. Let's clear them out. Be right back. Okay, so far everything cleared. Nothing came back instantly, so let's get the data logger up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a cold start here. We'll see how well it cranks. I'm gonna kick the key off and back on. Take this Fickum under the first load. Appears to be okay. ICP volts is okay. Kind of low on high pressure oil pressure, but let's see how well it builds up, and then I'm going to go straight to the power balance screen and check the injectors. Let's watch this ICP. Here we go. Oh, yeah, nothing. Wow. Here we go. Wow, it ran rough there for a second, but then it cleared up. Here, I'll get it to do it again. This is computer compensation right here. Here we go. Ah, shit. Man, this might be full set right here. 1, 7, 5, and 6. I think it's 2, 3, 5, and 8 are the center plug on the Fickum. So one could argue that this would be the back plug on the Fickum, but it's not accounting for why number 5 keeps dropping off. See, it'll smooth out a little bit, but there's number 5 dropping a little. Let's kick it back on there again. And the computer is compensating. I mean, it wouldn't run smooth if it was an electrical, a plug-in issue. It wouldn't run smooth when it's, look at that, 1, 7, 5, 1, 7, and 6 for sure. Let me see if I can get the focus on there a little better. 1, 7, and 6. Damn. This might need a fuel pressure test here. Make sure fuel pressure's good. Look, it's coming back. 1, 7, 5, and 6 are just freaking problem childs. I got the computer compensation. This button right here will throw the stock amount of fuel to every cylinder. When I turn this off, which is right here, the computer can compensate for a weak injector. The computer monitors this line, and it will try to make this line smooth by Like right now, it's over-fueling number 1, number 7, number 5, and number 6. It's going to over-fuel them. I mean, if it started fine, if you're all right with it, we can leave the injectors and just save them for another time. But 1, 7, 5, and 6. 1, 7, and 5 right here on this screen. But 1, 7, 5, and 6 are, you know, those would be, I mean, what the issue is, you know, they're still able to be cleared up and compensated for. You can kind of see in the little low right there. Let's go back here and let's look here. See, this is a cold start. Battery volts are a little low. I mean, the batteries weren't the best when it just now tried to start. I mean, it's a cold idle, so IPR at 30%. I mean, that's a little high. I'm going to go ahead and get it warm, and then we're going to do an air test. We're going to do a hot air test. Maybe I'll go ahead and upload this, and you can decide if you want to address any injectors, because in a perfect world, when we do a hot air test, I mean, we yank both valve covers, you know, and be ready. Then we shoot the air and yank the valve covers all at the same time, hurry up while it's still hot, and then air test where we can see everything. But I mean, it's not running bad right now. It's running pretty damn smooth. So it's kind of, you know, I know it's kind of concerning when I hit this button, and I do it a lot when people see their video and they're like, my truck don't run like that. Well, this is me throwing the stock fuel to it. See, and sometimes these injectors will change as more temperature comes up. You see how number 3 is not really compensating very good anymore? Still number 7 and number 5. Now it's looking like 7, 3, and 5, which is all odd side. I mean, 1, 7, 3, and 5. I mean, how many miles? It's still a pretty low miles truck. I mean, yeah, we're going to check fuel pressure before we do anything, actually. I mean, I don't know that I want to check fuel pressure before we even air test it. But I really need to, yeah, look at number 7 dropping. Shut that off and it smooths right out. Well, kind of. It's running pretty good right now. There you go. See, IPR is dropping down. We want that number to be, you know, low 20s when it's hot. I mean, it should stair-step its way down a little bit. It should step itself down. 26, 24, or something like that. I mean, I found really it varies quite a bit. The main thing we don't want is we don't want to ever see 84. Pull out of here. Hang on. Okay, here you go. I got it in gear. We'll give it just a little bit of throttle, put a little load on it. Not too bad. 1 and 6. There's 7, 6. You see them dropping? 7, 5. Oh yeah, it's just shaking like a sunfish. 7, 5, and 6. I mean, yeah, those have got to go. Those have got to go. That's a little miss. I mean, it's, and who knows? Maybe when I get some temperature on it, it'll go away. We'll see. We'll find out. Okay, I just did a pretty hard acceleration. I got it to 78%, which isn't. I mean, ideally, I'd like to see as high as 72 to 75. You know, we get up to 78, we're getting up there pretty high. This trailer disconnected crap is ridiculous. Let's put a brake controller on this. Hang on. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to focus on IPR and let you see it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Here we go. I don't know if I can hold it on there. Okay. Hey, it's a shaking. And this brake controller, every time I hit the brakes, I mean, it's... Yeah. So, we also got charge issues. I mean, we need way more than 12.8. Look how hot that coolant is compared to oil. That's generally, I mean, I don't know. Could be. Generally, that's a good sign. But, I mean, I like to see like 15. In between like 17 and 15 degrees when it's warming up. By no means is that a spec or a Ford spec or anything like that. But I will... Generally, if the coolant heats up like that more than the oil, then, I mean, a lot of times that would say a healthy oil cooler, but I could be proven wrong here. I don't freaking know. But normally, if the coolant heats up and then the oil goes up and eventually surpasses the coolant, then that's when, you know, that's when we check our numbers on it. But just from history of ones that I've seen, so far, this looks like it might be an okay oil cooler. We'll find out, though. Who knows? Alright guys, I got it in the shop. Let me brighten this up a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to shut it off. It's at 185 degrees. Oil. We want the oil hot, so I'm going to shut it off and let's see how much it bleeds down. How? Come on. It went right down to 0. Alright, this is pissing me off. Stupid ass freaking screen won't. Alright, hang on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this right here. If I can get this damn thing to focus. Okay. Hillbilly test, but it works. Watch that ICP number. Right there. It should hold. Like, say I crank it a little bit. Watch this. Crank it up to 300, and look, it went right back. Goes all the way back down to 0. Quickly. So that right there is yeah, we got a freaking leak for sure, but it's gonna start. Hang on, it will start right now. See, watch here. I'm gonna shut it back off, kick it back on. Here we go. See, it kind of rolls to a start, kind of like an 03. Well, this ain't an 03, and it should not roll to a start like that. It should pop and start. So, hang on a second. Okay, first things first. That right there, I mean, I don't even know what we can do on a no start, because that's the wrong oil filter. It's freaking ridiculous. It's those freaking things. I mean, I'm sick and tired. I've fixed a lot of damn trucks because of the wrong. I've changed the freaking cap in the oil filter, and it fixed the damn truck. I've done that a lot. All right, we also got a fuel leak. All right, go. See how nasty it is. There it goes. Right there. Okay, so looks like blue spring kit's in order. Hopefully it's not fuel bowl or anything like that. Sure is a lot of smoke coming. Hang on. Okay, well, we got a lot of stuff leaking down here. Could be fuel blowing back, but there's one of them cheap freaking deletes. Get what you pay for. Here, let me show you mine. Look, I got them stacked up. That's mine right there. What y'all know about that? Huh? Can you see it? Yep. TIG welded to it. That's a good freaking part right there. I haven't finished cleaning the other ones, but those are all done. Look at all of them. Lined up. Stacked up in there in our white pipes. Yep. Alright. That's enough for a commercial. Oh, hang on. Alright, so we got a fuel leak. we have no pressure in the degas. No pressure in the radiator. So we have a coolant leak somewhere. Haven't really ran through it too much. I mean, we got a lot of oil on the CAG tube. Don't know if it's split. Oh yeah, it's got here. We'll turn the light on. Split right there. Little split. I mean, so yeah. Okay, it's like completely out of coolant. I'm about to pull a sample out, but it's out of coolant. It's not 4 gallons, by the way. It is. I mean, you can put like 14.5 quarts in it, and that's plenty. That's good. So maybe we need to paint over that. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, hang on. All right, that's. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too picky, but I mean, it takes a wire brush, and you can clean that. Clean it really good. We're gonna have to clean them up. Clean all the terminals up. I mean, I'm assuming it looks like just had brand new batteries in it. Well, I don't know. It says May 2015. And the sticker right there. That you can't even see. There you go. So, I'm just kind of looking around doing a whole inspection. Look, the pick-em nuts are missing on the front. See them right there? This one right here. And that one right there. We take those off and put what we call UFO nuts on them that are from the they're made for 07s. Eliminate that whole bracket. But hang on. All in all, if we wind up changing the game here, because people are going to see this and they're going to be like, oh, those have to be on there. This is how you know that really hasn't been much done to this truck. Let's see if I can shine on it. Okay, right there on that, the stud for the top left of the glow plug control module. I can't. Oh yeah, I can. How about right there? See a little rubber cap that goes over the valve cover stud? The little cap that goes on the rear EGR cooler stud right here. That little rubber cap, and then rubber cap on the intake air tip sensor. If those caps are missing, then yeah, somebody wasn't paying attention. So this one is deleted. But I would assume whoever deleted it actually paid attention and put all those caps back on, which is pretty nice. I like that. It's the kind of stuff we do here, but we label. We get label stuff and put it up and make sure. But yeah, I'm just throwing stuff out there now. Okay, the leak right there. The degas bottle is cracked. Kind of see it. So hopefully that would account for our coolant loss. I don't know if there's any other. I mean, you can see it's got green coolant somewhere around here. Hang on. Okay, that's kind of, I don't know, maybe it got topped off with green coolant. That's kind of what it looks like. Maybe it was gold and it got topped off because of the coolant leak with green. So, yeah. Let's say, I don't know, we got a laundry list of stuff. I'm going to have to go back and watch a video, but that's a long enough one for now. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded and, yeah, figure out a game plan. All right, guys, have a good day.